How's that cupcake?
Busted. I was gonna put it in my food log.
Oh, no, look. I truly don't give a shit if you lie to me. But if you lie to yourself, right? Bye-bye.
The director of this film, Andrew Bujalski, he hasn't really worked with actors before, and I'm wondering for both of you, was there a learning curve in adjusting to his process? I mean, he's considered the godfather of mumblecore.
But I think like the interesting thing about Andrew is like, he'll be at line at Starbucks and he'll be talking to the barista and he'll be like, hey, you're kind of interesting. Can I make a movie about you? Like, it's not like his first time. I feel like, this is gonna kind of come off a little bit weird, but it's like, I feel like every one of the people in his movies is an actor or a character in some way to him. Yes, we are like, I am an actor as my career choice, as my profession. That is how I pay my bills. I'm a part of SAG. You know, maybe it's that, working with people who are SAG members.
Union members. But I don't think it was real. I mean,
yeah.
it certainly didn't feel like no. I mean, it felt like he was an experienced filmmaker who knew what he wanted. And I mean, he did keep saying, oh, it's so exciting working with it, you know, and I kept thinking, well, we better be good then. Yeah. If we're supposedly going to be better than these non-actors that he's worked with. So, you know, but he's experienced.
One of the more compelling elements of the film is watching these characters, watching how these characters interact. Did you feel pressure at all that so much of the story is put on these specific individuals and how their relationships form and progress throughout the film?
Well, not necessarily any more than other jobs sometimes. I mean, that he does, and I've said this before, that he does, Andrew delves into elements of personality and psychology that perhaps other people don't. And so in a way it feels really exciting to know that all these other dimensions of your character are going to be expressed on screen, where other times you're trying to squeeze things into just 3 elements of your personality, perhaps, you know. So he allows for a lot of sort of many different sides of your personality to sort of come out, or elements of your personality to come out. So it's really satisfying working with him, I find. Yeah,
and he was very, I don't think this is the right word, but he was very passive. Like, he sort of just allowed it to happen. And you know what I was thinking when I was doing press yesterday, and I kind of forgot about this, about how you'd shoot a scene in a wide, in a master, and you kind of do it, and you do it a couple times, and you'd be like, yeah. I mean, this is Andrew. This is my impression of Andrew.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
And then he'd go, I think we're good. Like, let's just move on. Like, there was hardly any coverage. Yeah. Because he really sort of enjoyed this voyeuristic approach, sort of going like, let's see what happens when you go on the elliptical and do this scene while you're on the elliptical or whatever. And I think really
that's
interesting.
Right. Relying on what he sees rather than going, I'm going to manipulate the scene by coming in for 2 minute close-ups.
And I'm going to cut in between these, and I want this, you know, like he was just sort of like, let's just see what happens. So.
Which in a way means you've got more time to do things, even though it was a really short shoot, so we didn't have a lot of time. But
the relationship between both of your characters and how it plays out is really intriguing to watch. They have this antagonistic element to their relationship, but they're also playful with one another. How did you work on developing the chemistry between these two? And how did you approach the difficult scenes where all of their emotions are sort of boiling to the surface?
I think a lot of it, for me anyway, was playing with levels. You know, these are characters that are discovering things as they go along. You know, so I feel like they might be coming in with one intention and then they spring off into another one. And so I think it was just playing, I know for Kat, it was sort of playing with, you know, the anger of her, the levels of her anger, and going, okay, how is she gonna react to this? And maybe it's crazy, or maybe she's trying to suppress everything. That's sort of, in terms of the relationship conflicts, is what I was focused on.
And I think for my character, he struggles with his communication. I think on some level he feels kind of open, and he's talking about what he thinks he wants, but in actual fact there's a lot more than what he wants that he's not really able to articulate, and he relies so much on the business and the fitness and all that sort of stuff to identify himself. And really there's a relationship that's totally possible here that doesn't kind of, you know, that really struggles to kind of get off the ground. So, you know, and this is what Andrew's great with. He's great with the ways in which characters kind of just miss each other or don't quite connect, you know, but they're desperately wanting to.
Do you have feelings for me?
You have no idea what's going on in your own brain.
So he's your boyfriend?
No.
Did I have a shot with you?
The short answer is no.
What's the long answer?
No.
Do you want to make out?
I should just take out a restraining order on you.
You really do sound married.